Well, good morning. I got about 5 or 6 of these shirts. I just love them. They're soft cotton and got Mickey on the front. This morning we're going to talk about: are you prepared for the atomic age? The atomic threat of nuclear war. Are you prepared? Well, have you got your iodine pills so your thyroid won't be wasted due to radiation? Let's see what else we can name. Have you got your rolls of plastic so you can staple it over the windows to keep the radiation dust out? Let's see. Have you got all your preps, your food, your water? Let's see what else. Your medicines. I went to herbal medicines. I got plenty of over-the-counter medicines and prescription medicines put up. But I found out that might have to make my own. We're going to do it. We ain't got no drugstores. You know, have you got your stuff to barter with? Your alcohol, your tobacco, antibiotics, stuff you can barter with. Have you got your jewels and your coins and your all the other stuff put up? They'll only be good for probably the first 24 to 48 hours, and they find out that paper money ain't no good. So then you'll have to resort to jewelry. People can't pass up a nice shiny ring, a necklace, or whatever. Diamonds are your best friends, but they're only going to be good for a while till they ain't going to be no use for them. Can't eat them. Let's see. Do you know your wild animals? Do you know your wild medicine? Medicines. What a cute girl, right? There's so much to get prepared for. If you ain't prepared by now, and you better just do the basics. Maybe try to find your iodine pills. Get you some plastic and a staple gun so you can cover the windows up. If you ain't got a better place, or your doorways if you're in a basement. The further you can get away from the outside exposure, the better off you are. That saran wrap that they use to tie packages, I bought at least 4 or 5 bolts of it. I've already got it. And you need to get the one for wrapping up food, because you'll have to keep everything from being contaminated. And dust floats through the air, especially you women know how hard it is to keep the tables and stuff dusted off. Well, the radiation dust will be the same thing. You need to seal yourself up for at least 3 to 4 days. Then you need to open it up because you're going to run out of oxygen. You get careful. You got your oxygen filters to where you can pump in outside air, and in case you need more oxygen in the room. Let's see. Food, we covered that. Water. You eat 1,000 pounds of dry product food in a year. You'll drink, I don't know how many, it's about 4 or 5 55-gallon drums of water. That's just one person. I ain't counting washing and cooking with it, but that's just drinking it. Like I think it's almost 55-gallon drums you'll drink. So let's see. You need to have all your supplies ready. And if you're lucky enough to own a car, like a diesel, that has no electronic parts in it, a brain, you can use vegetable oil to drive it. You'll have to still put what they call starter fluid in your 5 gallons of it's basically an alcohol, in your 5 gallons of vegetable oil. Give it enough octane to move. Let's see. It's just a lot to get prepared. Then you should have been doing it for the last 10 years. Uh, I cut my finger this morning trying to feed my kitty cats. It's another thing you got to prepare for your animals unless you just want to leave them to the exposure. You put this homemade Neosporin on it. It's an antibiotic salve I make up. I mean, I've had some my pet Salome, like Ori. He's like a he's like a brother. I've had him for about 15 years. I'm not gonna let him get exposed to anything. If you got enough dry dog food and cat food for the, it's gonna be saran wrapped up. But that ain't even Ori barking. That's the little guy. He gets mad at everybody. He got mad this morning because I wouldn't go back to bed. I had to go feed the cats, and the only one that showed up to be fed was Midnight Star. Tom and Fluffy, they was sleeping in. But little guy, what is it? But that's a lot of things to get ready for. Your bartering equipment, stuff to barter with, your food storage you put up, your water storage that you put up, your medicines that if you're on medicines that you put up. And it's just a lot. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of essential oils. I just moved into, if I have to, I can make my own antibiotic salve. I can make my own arthritis medicine. And there's all kinds of things if you've got upset stomach or whatever. You're going to have a little nausea because of the radiation if you ain't careful. Be too much exposed. It's got eucalyptus in it. Smells good. But we're on the verge now, people. I'm telling you. You need to start thinking about it. Buy extra food. I've been preaching that for years. I don't have very many people followers me anymore. They all think I'm crazy. Well, they'll think they're crazy when they see that mushroom cloud outside their kitchen window. I'm like, okay. Always over there trying to cover up. You got your new blanket? And oh yeah, make sure you got plenty of clothes, put and blankets and stuff like that. You ain't gonna be able to wash. You know, that's why I'm telling you, you need about 365 shirts, 365 pants, 365 underwear. Sometimes you might have to wear it for 3 days before you change. Yeah, and keeping them clean and feeling better, you know, you might have accidents in them. You gotta have clothes. You gotta have coats. You gotta have all the other stuff. I got my flu shot the other day. Yeah, you better keep up with your immunizations too if you can. Uh, I got all my COVID shots. I got all my every other shot that I needed. My flu shot. You I don't go around people very much. But it's going to be boiled down to them that want to survive and them that didn't prepare to survive. And yeah, gun and bullets would help. But they remember them other people got gun and bullets too. Yeah, and you'll have to protect what you've got. I always say run and hide, and that's a good one. Go where people don't want to go. You know, we got a place out here called Little Sahara. It's done by big old sand dunes for hundreds of miles. Go out in the middle of that sucker. Nobody gonna run out in the middle. They're gonna run to cities, towns, places with resources. If you got your stuff out of the way where nobody gonna, I ain't saying they wouldn't stumble out there in the desert from hobbies and or the Death Valley or any of the other places. You got to go where nobody else wants to go for a while so they can die all off. Like the Walking Dead, the zombies, called the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, they'll be stumbling around, have no idea what to do, where to go, or anything else. Yeah, it'll throw us into a nuclear winter. You can't burn regular wood, the stuff you find, because it'd be contaminated with radiation. You're just gonna put more radiation up in the air and breathe it. If you start building a fire or whatever, so that means you better have your own fuels. You can't burn just twigs and stuff because they'll have be contaminated with radiation dust. Yeah. So there's a lot you got to remember. Alcohol fires, canned heat. There's all kinds of things you need to should have been prepared for. I ain't saying it's going to happen, but I will say this: I damn sure is prepared. I got. I'm trying to save 11 people, and that ain't counting myself. You know, I got grandkids and great grandkids and kids. I'm trying to save. Some of them are good preparers, and some of them just office people. That's what you got to think about. But if you haven't done anything, you'll be one of them ones that die along the wayside. Yeah, keep your hair short, keep the lights out. Of course, there's essential oils that you can use to keep down lice instead of body lice and hair lice. You got to think of all these creeper crawler things. They'll be going rampant. Dysentery be on the rise. They claim dysentery kills more people in wartime than the bullets do. So there you go. And I don't know what's wrong with this phone. It goes light, dark, light, dark. It's supposed to be one of the best ones for cameras, but apparently it ain't. I think it's too damn sensitive. That's another thing. You better have books. Better have books. Because there ain't going to be no Google, there ain't going to be no internet. You can have CDs. They're not affected by the EMP blast. Hush it now. I'm on the video.